or the first time, the difference between what men and women are paid as a median at some of Australia's largest companies has been revealed. Data published today under new laws shows the gender pay gap at 5,000 private businesses with at least 100 employees, including some of the country's best-known brands. It highlights how women lag behind men in median salaries at companies that include major airlines, banks, and even some companies where women make up the majority of the workforce or are prominent customers, such as fashion houses. The federal government says the pay gap costs the Australian economy almost $52 billion every year. Born in Berkshire in 1936, Lord Rothschild was educated at Eton College and went on to study history at Christ Church, Oxford. He joined the family bank in 1963 but left in 1980 after falling out with his cousin Sir Evelyn de Rothschild. He went on to build his own financial empire in the City of London, founding investment trust RIT Capital, which he chaired until 2019. The Rothschild family has an estimated fortune of about £825 million, according to last year's Sunday Times Rich List. But there is also significant variation in the gender pay gap across different industries, ranging from the construction industry, where the midpoint employer gender pay gap is 31.8%, to the accommodation and food services industry with a midpoint employer gender pay gap of 1.9%. After analyzing the data from employers, the WGA found businesses with pay gaps above 5% have pay structures that favor men, while employers with pay gaps of less than -5% favor women. Its findings showed an overwhelming 62% of pay gaps are more than 5% and in favor of men. The rest, 8%, are less than -5% and in favor of women. Across all employers, 50% have a gender pay gap of more than 9.1%. Minister for Women Katie Gallagher said the publication of employer gender pay gaps was a historic moment. The gender pay gap is a persistent and complex problem that costs the Australian economy $51.8 billion every year. Transparency and accountability are critical for driving change. By shining a light on gender pay gaps at an employer level, we are arming individuals and organizations with the evidence they need to take meaningful action to accelerate closing the gender pay gap in Australian workplaces.